off is excellent. Okay, now I have lots of favorites in this hour. And if you have, you know that health nuts? Well, we've got plenty of nuts for you. Yes, that was a great segue, wasn't it? I'm talking about Ferris Company, the most delectable, high quality fruit, cranberries, raisins, any type of nut you can imagine, cashews, Brazil nuts, peanuts. They are absolutely fabulous, and we are offering, now this is very important, this price, $36.95. We don't normally do this. Normally it's $39.95, but the holiday price, $36.95 for all three. Look at that. You don't pick. You get all three jars, 1 pound each. 16 ounces of the cranberry crunch mix, 16 ounces of the cherries, berries, and nuts mix, which is the classic, and 16 ounces of the cherries, berries, and nuts mix with the chocolate chunks. Not chocolate chunks, but chocolate chips. I'm gonna bring in Carrie Miletto because I love me some chocolate, girl.
Yeah, this is the time of year to get it, right? Because we get excited because we can offer you so much more at this time of year because, hey, it is cold, right? Because a lot of us just got snow or just got stuck somewhere, but it's the holidays, so enjoy it. And we're really excited to give you your favorites, so that's what this is. So let me break down what you're getting in each one. So in case you're new to Ferris, let's start with the classic, right? The reason we call it classic, it's what we've been doing here for almost 8 years now. And that starts with, it's our cherry berry, and it starts with our cashews from India and Brazil. And our cashews are unlike other people's cashews because I'll show you other people's cashews right here.
That's a little skimpy.
And that creates a huge difference right from the start. So we have the cashews, we have the cranberries from all different regions in USA, and I love that they look like they've been freshly cut. You can tell that's a cranberry, and that's what I love about our dried fruits.
No mystery fruit.
No mystery fruit. We call them turkey, or fruit jerky. I almost said turkey jerky. Fruit jerky. And then we have our Michigan cherries, which we are based out of Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Then it has our pecans, which we keep nice and whole for you as much as possible because we want you to get that really nice flavor when you crack these open.
Texas pecan.
Thank you, yeah. And you know all about
Texas
that.
Girl, yeah.
You know all about that. And then California almonds to finish it off. And so that is gonna give you your cherry berry mix. Now the only thing that's gonna change this up a little bit is we're going to go ahead and add chocolate chunks to it. And that is another pound that you're gonna get is your chocolate chunk. And then coming out of the chocolate, and then we're gonna take away the cashews, and we're gonna take away the pecans, and that. Then we're going to add
some raisins.
And I'm telling you right now, I have never seen raisins like the raisins we have at Ferris. Please notice it's almost as big as my thumb when I hold it up.
Yes.
Really, really plump raisins. So we really source the top best plump, full, juicy raisins. So you've got the cranberries, the raisins, the almonds. Then we add our peanuts. So we have a nice blanched peanut. And then we add our yogurt raisins. So those big plump raisins I was just showing you, we add them with yogurt covering, and that gives you your cranberry crunch. So that's your third pound.
I'm so excited, and especially if you love the chocolate, jump on it. Because we don't have chocolate all year round, because in the summer, you know, it melts. So right now you get these wonderful chocolate chunks. This is so great if you're getting ready to take a road trip, for example, because you can put one of these jars and they go a long way, and a handful is going to be satisfying. Why? Because of the protein. You know those personal trainers that you get and then you fire and then you hire them back again? They always tell you the truth. That's my story. Anyway, the protein comes from the nuts and you get some fiber. So this is healthy. So it's going to make you feel full and satisfied, and then you have the sweet taste of those cranberries and cherries. So delicious. Look at this, and you can just bow and go. Put a bow on top of this, and you have 3 gifts, not 1, not 2, but 3. You're getting 3 of these. The 1 pound, it's going to last you. And look at the customer picks, the reviews that we're putting at the bottom of your screen. These are delicious. You sold, you said, is it 1.2 million?
So last that we were keeping track was over 1.2 million pounds of Ferris that we have sold since we've been here. So thank you so much, because that's because of you guys.
That's amazing.
But you know, everything that we do fresh upon order. So when you order from us, we've been in business since 1924. And what that means is over 93 years that we've been doing what we do. So we source from the top places. is we're a family-owned company. When we are putting everything together, we're doing it when you order it. So it gets sealed. So each container is sealed.
Okay.
So if you're getting it just for yourself, these will stay fresh for you until you're ready for them, which I think is a good point, instead of coming in one big container where once you've opened it, it's open. Or if you want to think about the nail tech, the mailman, the person, your neighbor that you want to get something for, but you can't. The teacher. These are the people in our lives we want to give a nice gift to. Maybe we don't really know what they like. Just about everyone really loves fruits and nuts. And you really, you know, at this time of year, it's really kind of an almost safe gift to give. And what I love about us is, we don't dry our fruits like anybody else. So I just showed you the cashew off the top, the difference. But I want to talk about our dried fruits, you know, and you're tasting it right now too.
That's great.
The difference in a raisin from someone else, and then this is our cherry, this is our Michigan cherry. I want to rip into the cherry for a minute, because what I want to show you, we do not take the skins and send the juice to concentrate. A lot of companies do. Please look at the juice on my fingers, it's all over. Our juice stays inside. We take the entire fruit, we give it to you. And so that's a huge thing, because most of what you're buying in the marketplace, they take the juice, they sell the juice, they give you the skins. And that's why it's always so like jerky, and it doesn't really have a lot of flavor. You're supposed to get the notes and the crunch from your nuts. So when you have like this pecan that has not been opened, what happens is as soon as we break that, that's got oils on the inside. If that got broken in transport, you're gonna lose that oil, which is gonna lose flavor. And that's why if you ever see in the store, they have the crushed up, like if they come like all chopped like that in the store, they charge you less for those, because you're not getting the full experience that you would be getting if it were whole, which is what we try to give to you.
And speaking of, you know, getting some of those pieces, just think about when you go to the grocery store, I mean, nothing even fancy, and you're just getting a can of cashews or a can of almonds, and they're charging you $5 for that one little can. You are getting 3 1-pound jars for $12.32. That's how much it costs just to get it home to you. 3 1-pound jars, so 3 pounds worth of awesome goodness. I mean, this is so fresh. If you want to bake your cookies with this, those just came out of the oven, so I'm gonna have to get one of those. But I mean, just think about the money you're saving when you think of just the cost of nuts alone.
Yeah.
So I hope you take advantage of it, because you're getting 3 of these, and just remember, you don't have to choose. You're getting 3, so you can divvy this up. You can give one to your pastor, you can give one to your teacher, you can, you know, give one to your next door neighbor. You know how people come over and you're not expecting them. This is one of those gifts, and it's healthy. I mean, I try to be healthy. I do. This type of stuff helps me, because half the time I'm messing up. Well, so this helps. It really does.
That's the reason this is so good to have in your path at this time of year, because we all want to enjoy a good cake or a good candy, and we have lots of good options in the hour. But when you want to kind of power yourself up to get through the rest of the shopping, to get over to your niece's house, to get over to your daughter's house, whatever it is, you know, this is something that you can grab a handful, and it can help power you up, because you are getting proteins from the nuts, you're getting antioxidants from the fruits. This is something that, you know, you always see different types of mixes, and they say, well, this one's good for when you go on trails, or this one's good for when you want to, you know, right before your workout. A friend of mine's a personal trainer, so I'm glad that you brought that up. And he, when I first started with this company years ago, he said, please make sure you tell people that this is the trick I tell all of my clients. So I'll share it with you. He said, every time I go to a party or a buffet or something, or I'm going to dinner, I just eat about a handful of nuts. And what that does is, because the fiber in the nuts makes you feel full. That's the little secret about nuts, see? So before you go to that buffet where there's all this food in front of you and we get in trouble, you pop a little bit of this before you go, and then it helps you to kind of make some better choices, because now you're not as like crazy-eyed hungry. But you know what I do know is that we do eat with our eyes, right? And I want you just to come across the table here and just look at the ingredients that we have in this. And when you do that, if you put this next to some chips or some, you know, whatever, you're gonna be drawn to nature. This is pretty much nature that you're looking at here.
It is so good.
And it really will. So if you just pop this out into a dish, like we've done here. So in these bowls, we have just taken, this is the Cherry Berry Classic, this is the chocolate chunk over here, and then this is our Cranberry Crunch. But if you just put this out on a table when people are coming over, this is the easy way while you're watching the game, while you're hanging out, while it's, you know, presents have been opened and you're hanging out.
And you get all 3. You don't have to pick, folks. Let's go over this one more time. You're getting 16 ounces of the Cranberry Crunch mix, 16 ounces of those Michigan cherries. The juice just is going to flow on your hand when you bite into it, in the berries and nuts mix. And then you get 16 ounces of the cherries, berries, nuts, and the chocolate chunks. And so it's a huge value for you because this lasts a long time. And just look how fresh. These are the finest ingredients. And this company has been around, is it since 1924?
Yeah.
This is staying power.
Yeah.
This lets you know how good they are. If you can be around since 1924, and you're talking about cashews. I was so impressed to just learn this. Cashews from India and Brazil, almonds from California. They're only going to the best sources, and you're getting your Texas pecans and Michigan cherries. This is good stuff. And so even though we're not saying don't eat cookies, don't eat cake, but you know, we can't eat that every single day, or our blood pressure and cholesterol goes through the roof. And so this is when you want just that little snack to get you through that mid-afternoon lull.
Exactly. Oh, this is perfect for that.
Yeah.
So when you really, you know the time when it's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever it is, and you start to kind of like putter out, having something like this there is going to help get you through the rest of the day. It is, because you know what? It's, again, it gives you the antioxidants, it gives you the proteins, it helps you feel satiated. A lot of times when we're snacking, I always laugh because I say, you know, the thing that we try to do, because we go, oh, I'll do like those 100-calorie snacks or whatever, but then you end up eating like 4 or 5 of them because you get through the package and you're like, but I'm still hungry, because a lot of times they're empty calories, and a lot of times they really don't have anything with protein in them that have that staying power. So with Ferris, you're able to get that in, you're able to get the antioxidants. Use this for your baking. Use this in your cookies, use this in your stuffing. Take cherry berry classic and crunch it up and put a little bit in your stuffing, and everybody will say, what is in there?
Oh my goodness. I know, I was supposed to get that cookie, but I was too busy eating. This is so good. Do yourself a favor, have that healthy snack every day. Get this home for $12 and you're getting all 3. This is goodness. Thank you.